Hi there, welcome to my channel. I'm GhostPrime. Take a look at Generation 1 Slapdash. He was released in 1988 and transforms into an F1 car. And he comes with his little Nebulon partner, Lube. Now, he was never depicted in the United States in the cartoon. He did appear in a commercial for the Power Masters.
New Power Masters are here. Amazing new Transformers called Power Masters.
And that's it. Unfortunately, he never appeared in the cartoon, and I really would have liked to see him in the cartoon. But he did appear in the comics, although his characterization was a little different in the comics, where he looked different. He had a different head. Kind of really strange. I haven't read the Generation 1 comics. I know. I know. I just don't have them. Just get off it, okay? I'll get to it. I would have loved to have seen him in the cartoon. Now, he was in, I believe it was Super God Master Force, where he is a Transector, and this is Road King. So they kind of just changed up the whole thing in Japan. So where these are not sentient robots, these are the people, actually humans, and they power the Transectors or the giant robots. And that's how the Power Masters work in Japan, which is a whole other thing. So you should check out Super God Master Force if you're interested in that. Please like and subscribe and all that. Without any further ado, let's get to the review. So I don't have the box for this guy, but here is the box on screen. As you can see, he is packaged in car mode, so that's why I have him in car mode now. And you can see here is his instructions, and his tech specs, as usual, are written by Bob Budiansky, and they read, "Sometimes if you wait long enough, problems will solve themselves. Disorganized, neglectful, sloppy, often goes to war without his weapon, or grinds to a halt for lack of fuel, relies on others to pay the consequences for his mistakes. Often locked in vehicle mode because he's left behind by his partner, the Nebulon, Lube, without whom he can't transform. Lube is meticulous, short-tempered, and usually at odds with Slapdash, armed with a powerful electromagnetizer that drains Decepticon power resources. So Lube likes to run away, leaving Slapdash high and dry. But Lube here is his Nebulon partner, and as you can see, he doesn't really like him that much. But like any other Power Masters, you need him to transform. Let's just take a look at the car mode. It is an F1 racer and is much larger than the earlier 1984 and 1985 Transformers, the original Diaclone size. He is a fair bit larger than that, in fact. Like here he is next to Generation 1 Optimus Prime. Well, 2, but you get the idea. This is the one I use for comparison's sakes. So you can see he is a fair bit larger than that. Here he is against Red Sunstreaker, so you can see he is pretty large against a modern deluxe. So in vehicle mode here, you could have him just like this. I love these stickers. The paintwork on here too is cool. You could have him just like this, or you could, let's see, actually, hey, take this off. Nebulon folds up, breaking his knees, snaps in there, sort of. It's a little loose. And then you take Lube and you put it in this slot here. And it just snaps in, just like so. So that's an engine there. Oh, that thing rolls so well. And what do you do with this? And what do you do with the gun? So I did forget to show one thing. When this is on him, there's a hole there that you could post his gun on the top of the car. But then you don't have a place for Lube. But you do have a place for this, which is via these two holes here on the back of the car. And I kind of like how this actually kind of fits this whole look. So you have that piece there. Makes it nice so you don't have to lose it. Now you have the gun. And what I have found I could kind of do is get it kind of wedged. It's not meant to do this, mind you. This is not what it's supposed to do. But I could kind of get it to work like that. And it stays fairly well. So if that's something you can do, and I did this as a kid too. That's how I figured that out. It is something you could do. It will mess up the chrome on there. But, you know, you could do that if you want. Also, you could also leave it in the back like this. It does clear, so I have a little fin. Just like that. Transformation of this guy is super, super, super easy. Let's take off these parts here. Take off this part, leave him in, because he is a Power Master after all. And we zoom out the camera. So it's an easy transformation, but it's a very cool transformation. It's unique, I'd say. I really dig this transformation. So with the Nebulon partner in there, you pull them apart because you would not be able to move this without lube. And you take his legs, pull them out like this, which spreads them apart a bit. This piece actually goes this way and then like this. That's what mine always comes and snaps right there. Always, 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 always comes apart. My original one when I was a kid, this is not my original, did that also. So you could just do that. Not all of them do this, but my copy does. And then snap that back in place. Like that. That goes all the way around. And you actually see that this is transformed quite a bit. So then you take the whole back piece up like that, turn it around, pull these out and up, tires to his shoulders. This comes this way, folds, and it becomes his legs. Love this transformation. Oh my God, this transformation is so cool. Hands out, unfold the arms. Now you would think we're done, but we are not. You take the Nebulon partner out. I mean, you could leave him in, but you take the Nebulon partner out, that's how it's supposed to be, and put the engine there. Then readjust the camera. He could hold his weapon in his hand. This piece here, turn him around. Oop, I didn't have that snapped in. You could take this by this little peg. Now, it is keyed. See, there's a little peg right there, and it's keyed on the, so you go on the back, and you go ahead and just put that in the back. One thing I don't know is maybe this will fit. Nah, he will not fit in the back. Wait, stop. I'm sitting here editing. I realized there's this little slot right here. And I'm trying to do this with one hand, but you can get lube to fit in there just like that. Now back to the video. But there you have him in robot mode. So we just go ahead and put lube right next to him, which is sort of different than most Power Masters, because most Power Masters keep them in the port when they're in robot mode. This is a different sort of method. I mean, you don't have to for all Power Masters, but they're sort of designed that way. Well, this one is not. And I think that's very interesting for this. And let's move up on the in close here at the head sculpt. I've always really dug that head sculpt. Wish I had a little bit more paint or different paint for the eyes, but I like the sculpt a lot. Going on down, you get some sort of ridges there on the shoulder. Articulation is really just this and that. But I like how the sticker detail shows up. These are sort of makeshift feet. I think this works very, very well. As a kid, though, I really wanted some shoulder articulation. I guess you could do that if you want. But that's it for articulation. He's pretty much a brick. I think Generation 1 Mirage actually had more articulation than this guy. For articulation for lube, arms up, just like any Power Master. They go all the way up, not all the way around. You saw what the legs could do. And that's about it. But the detail on these are awesome. Just absolutely love these. So for size comparisons, G1 Optimus Prime. So he's a little shorter. He actually sizes okay. There he is with Generation 1 Mirage. So yeah, that's a huge size difference. I mean, absolutely massive size difference. Now, one of the things this does not have that this one does, these are plastic. There's pretty much no metal save for the screws on it. So there is a bit of a difference between the two, as if this has some metal parts and rubber tires, firing missiles. This doesn't have any of that. And here he is with a modern deluxe. As you can see, he's relatively the same size. So finally getting into just a conclusion here, I really do love this figure. I would like to see a new version of him. They haven't really made a new version that is of this character. I dig this. I would like to see one, or even a masterpiece or third party would be really cool. This one really hasn't been given the love I think it really deserves. It's a really cool figure. It's an excellent Generation 1 figure. Really unique transformation. It's got some unique parts, weapon storage. It really is an absolutely cool figure, and I think it would be an excellent addition to your Generation 1 collection if you don't already have it. Anyway, I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you in the next review.